Namaste, namaste, beautiful souls. Thank you for stopping here and interested on my thoughts, my feeling, my beings as a human experience, being as a light being, manifesting in a human form to learn my lessons and teach others. So thank you. We're gonna close all portals, but they didn't serve our highest best. All energies, all entities, thoughts, forms, and patterns, God, send it back to the universe and Mother Earth to transmit them, transformation them to beautiful love and light for benefit for all beings everywhere, and we invite our beautiful higher self, our guardians, archangels, angels, or ancestors with love and light, beautiful Christ consciousness, beautiful Buddha consciousness, and all the manifestations what we create for our spiritual path. Yeah, so thank you so much for being here. And I never know that I'm going to, or what I'm talking about, what my thoughts, because so many things coming to me, and it's all beautiful and uplifting. But of course, we have to go through for all the challenging, but actually is not obstacles or not challenging. It's just we didn't realize that's our lesson we need to learn, like when you go to school. You need to learn something. If you don't learn it, you're going to fail, and you have to do it again and again till you do it correctly. And so actually that's why we're here. And I'm not, just call me Jewel or Marion, if you're able to pronounce that. The Americans, the United States, have a tendency for change people name, and we shouldn't, because our name is very powerful. we chose that name collectively to lead us to this beautiful life. with And so I'm always respectful. Actually, I always ask people, how should I call you? Because sometimes, they have a birth certificate and have this name, but sometimes we didn't resonate with that name immediately because our background, how we grown up, or different experience, and we just believe, for because other people, we believe because other people, because we believe how we grown up, and do this or do that, or don't say that, or they already very young age, they start not turning off that pilot light. Actually, I didn't call because I'll be honest, it's nothing come from me. It's come from ancient masters. All this beautiful consciousness who came be enlightenment and came to earth to show us what we need to do. And actually, that's what I'm trying to do. In many video, I said for yes, I went into religion or something, but then I got guided away, in very beautiful, strange way, and I realized actually when I was being in a teacher program, I realized there is no religion. is really no religion. Is only love and light and harmony. We are all one. And so even I go to places because everybody, have the whenever religion or something, I go over there very differently now, very open-minded. So I go to Hindu place, I go to Jewish place, I go to churches for Christians, I go to Buddhist, I don't, I go anywhere because that is all the same. And like, if you just look at, and I don't know, so when I say go to Christian places, I didn't go over there when they have preaching or something. Usually I always go to places on my own off time when you're able to go in and you just sit with yourself over there and being thankful. So, and I think I told in other videos, I grown up with any spiritual or any religion background. So it was really new when I came to United States and people start seeing me. Hey, what? I don't understand. I was, okay. And I was receiving a lot of little things, books and statues, because people just really think I am belonging to that with religion. So it's Buddhism. But anyway, so going back, I was really open my mind there because I was kind of have a little bit pushing away from religion, especially from Christianity, because what I see in our history is always a force. It was always a war using Christ name, and I say no, that's a base that's just not right. So if they start that way, it's just not what I would like to study, and I never read the Bible, and I'm not saying I'm proud or shame or anything for it, but it's just it was not for my path. Now actually it's beautiful because even my friends saying, I cannot believe you didn't read the Bible or study it, but you constantly picking up explanations about Jesus and not just Jesus, but Peter or whoever involved in his path when he came to earth. And then I sometimes I told people and like shocked, I say there is no difference between Jesus and Buddha. Both enlightenment, both came here in the same reason. Both is such a beautiful. Actually, if you look at that way, for me, is Jesus is Buddha, Bodhicitta qualities, and there is Buddha who's Jesus. It have Jesus qualities, just presented in different time and different way, and someone's suffered a more physical way into our eye than the other. But they both came here manifested for showing us for how we able to return to our pure light, going back and actually not going anywhere because we always there because it's inside us. So that's why they came here. So you are Buddha, you are Christ, you are God. Everyone is. It was just we are so got this direction, this oriented with earthy things here. We kind of not seeing. It's like there is a sun, but it's always have a cloud in front of a sun. And some people very fortunate because they're able to have clarity and able to see a sun. And when you're able to see a sun, metaphorically and physically, you're going to feel better. And So yeah, Jesus came here, manifested, and did have this unconditional, spontaneously, naturally rise this compassion and love, just other people, how he was walking around, and not really giving teaching actually. He was showing how we need to live. But everybody misunderstand because nobody know how to go inward, because, and I see this still back then too. So it's no different really. It's thousands years ago or now. I see, and me too. I see, and sometimes I trip for I waiting for somebody else. Uh, so my my lessons and things. No, I need to. It's like when you go to the classroom and you sit down, and you can, I mean, you can cheat, but that's gonna come back to you sooner or later. So same as, and so everybody, many people, I'm not saying everybody, but so many people look at Christ or Buddha for as a savior, for come here and just magically save you. I mean, those miracles it's happened because those people created that inner world miracle, and that happened because they have that such a strong faith and belief that it didn't someone didn't even realize for that belief and that faith is for themselves, and someone who just really walked away and followed them, the enlightenment beings, they know for that they're the same, they're no different, you know. The only difference was he able to come here and show us for manifesting and showing us what we need to do. And so that's why earlier I said, for even in our young age, for that going and that try not diminish that light what we bring here. And when we bring that light is a light, is a very strong spark, but we are a tiny human body. We need a lot of attention for taking caring, and then we don't understand because no experience, so we don't understand things, and so external things happening, and then we believe certain things, and our spark dying, so the pilot light go out, and then a very challenging bring it back. So the pilot light, what I want to talk about, because what I realized with my personal life, my personal experience, is your life force, and that's why I don't really go to religion, because it's a spiritual things, and you have to go inward for see exactly and learn your body. You tune with your body, but when you getting untuned with yourself in a very young age, because everybody have different expectation to you, and you getting confused because you love everyone. I mean, look at a little child. That little child really run to everyone and then stop because so and so said not to do this or do that, or you cannot talk to that one, or whatever, And so that light never able to grow, and actually is shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. How we growing up, and then when it's gone, then all this difficulties just getting be more hard, because that's a life force. So that life force you're getting a lot of physical issues because your body your higher self still there and trying to make work, and your body trying to figure out the little know-hows inside of you, this every little self, every little element in your body is in survival mode. So you're getting all this kind of issues because you don't know where it's coming from, because you don't go inward. But as soon as you go inward, you start seeing all the beautiful answers, and the answer is gonna come to you one way or other. It's going to come, maybe not in a meditation, but the next day they're gonna come when you brush your teeth, or whenever situation in you are, maybe you're talking somebody and all of a sudden, oh wow, But then going back to the pirate light, that's your root chakra. That is your really your life force energy. That's when everything is start. You're able to breathe and everything, and you can go and do your own research. That's why I don't tell no one what to do and things. It's my experience, and so you need to work on that, because if it's not working, nothing is going to work. Everything is going to be just temporary fixation. You're going away, and you feel better and things. But as soon as you're back in an environment what you let for temporary, all these things coming back, because you don't really went down to the roots for really finding out what's happening. And unfortunately, I might speak a little bit too fast because I don't like to make my videos too long. But unfortunately, we are not, most of people not living a lifestyle. And actually, I realized that many years ago, when I was studying Buddhism, I was in a teacher program, and I picked the assignment because I got really interested for, comfort myself to Buddha, for how he came from a very wealthy family and things, and how he left everything, and because so anyway, they have an assignment and for me, I pick that one because for me it was such an inspiring things. And then when I start looking up and reading here and there, because that's other things I don't read books or start to finish. I read very uniquely, and my English is not the best, so I cannot use dictionary because every word, every sentence, so anyway, I'm not going into it, but you need to find your way how you educate yourself and learning your body, and whatever, I don't know, whatever inspire you for be honest, loyal, and have humility, but very sometimes challenging in this world right now for being that person. People don't like to hear. I don't like to hear for when somebody told me the truth, told me something, but really, that's really true. And anyway, so going back, and I start, because when you search me, because my English barrier, so it's hard to find keywords for what bring up what I'm really looking for. So sometimes I have to put in 20, 30 different words to finally I find what. But actually, you see, it's a gift for me. I'm so blessed. You see, I'm so blessed because it's a gift for me because the other things come to me and I just, oh, because there are a bunch of things coming up when you're typing on certain words, and not just, Buddha or one particular Buddha or not just one enlightenment and things. And I start seeing for how actually that they didn't come be enlightenment in 40 days or 49 days or whatever sit on a there is a long process before okay there's it and there's it over there and just stay that way, that already went through a lot of steps, but to be able to move up a step you need to complete a step you right now. You cannot skip anything like when you drive a car you cannot start a car in the third gear. You have to go to the first gear, second and the third and the fourth and the fifth, and then you moving faster. But if you're trying to skip any gear, you're gonna have a big flare. A car gonna have a big failure. So same thing in ourselves. That's how same thing working. So you see everything. This is everything in here. Earth is meant to here for teach our spiritual growth. Every single things, and that's why it's no religion, because you can use this in any religion. We came here for experiencing just love and light and harmony. Really, because that's what we are. So anyway, oh God, I got sidetracked. I got so excited. But going back to the root chakra, so that's our first gear. That's when the sparks start. I mean, you see me going back to cars. They have to have a spark in the car to start it. And if you don't have a spark, the car is not going to go. You're not going to be able to put them in gear. So we need to. So I start looking more and more, and I start realizing every enlightenment being, every yogis, every masters in the past who came be enlightenment being and chose to come back to teach us, because that's things is actually that learned, but that came back because that got so much clarity on their mind that realized that could come back here any time they want and can teach us for what we need to do. You see? And that's what Christ did. That's all, Jesus did, And that's what Buddha and all the other Buddhas and all the yogis and all the lamas and all the Rinpoche, that's what they do. That's why it's so magical and so beautiful, and that's why it's so true for me. I totally see this, And what they did, they live with nature, they sit and meditate, and they see for everything that appeared to them is that here for have them elevate themselves. So going to higher, and finally going back to our light body. And after that, that's why we never die. and I know that. I've been have so many experience with that. And it's beautiful. I never got, I never got depressed or things. It's just, because I was have a different mission. I was have a different lesson needed to learn going through things. So we need to go back to our roots. That's why. You go back to your roots, you're looking up, you're sending your DNA to somewhere. Why? And I never came to my mind. Everybody asking when they hear my accent. I said, no, my father actually is so a brilliant man, very smart. And he take his time when he was working and things for go back and trace back physically our roots, family tree. And I'm truly for everywhere, all over Mother Earth and then a universe. And I always said that I'm a earthling, I'm a earthling. And people laugh at me or look at me strange because, first of all, you're in a grocery store. I'm checking out, and that's when the first time they hear me. I'm talking, and then realize I have an accent. Where are you from? And surprise, it's not always that simple. You can say it in a few seconds when you're checking out a few items. So I just said, I'm Earthling. Or if I was not in a good mood, I came to New York City and I say I'm from Harlem. And that's really throw them off. I was really good and have fun time to doing it. People don't understand, get confused. I don't know. I might created some kind of things, but I don't know. I think it was okay because nothing didn't get any experience, unpleasant experience. So it was fun. We here for laugh, enjoy ourselves because this life is nothing different when you sleep. Yeah, it's I have to used to that idea, but when you go to sleep and you have a dream, and then, I mean, I don't know how you, but personally, I'm talking about when I dream, I smell, I taste, I feel things like just when I need to get up because whatever reason I needed to take my kids to school or whatever, and but soon as I go back to bed and close my eye, these things just disappear and other things start coming into my mind and I see that one and seeing those things and beautiful and magical, and I'm so blessed again because I never have nightmares. I have most magical, beautiful dreams. So, I am talking a lot. I hope some kind of seed fall into your little ears and then the Noah house take them somewhere and start thinking for, oh my God, that was interesting, or that was weird what she was saying. What she was saying again? I don't know. I guess that's why I'm here for like planting seeds, and then I might water for somebody else, or I might give a little sunshine for others, or I might trigger. And then hopefully in a way for look into something more and create their own beautiful uh, beliefs, because I'm not here for tell you, it's all my experience and it's all my belief. I'm just only telling my thoughts for how I'm seeing it. But same thing like Buddha or Christ. He didn't say for, I mean, yes. Oh, he didn't say follow me. He said, I'm the way. He's the way. That's what he said. Oh, I know these kind of things. I guess I'm blessed. So, being said this, I usually like to play some little bit a sound because it's very beautiful, because the creation is our sound, our breath, and as soon as you make a sound, you're creating things. So you have to be very aware what you're saying, and how, and I mean a lot of things. But first, I start taking care of your beautiful root chakra, the beautiful red light. But bring all the beautiful things in your life. And I don't know, somebody tell me, and I'm not sure this was my grandma, and I loved her dearly, and I wish I appreciated or showed her more for how much I love her. And even she only have graduated for the first two grade in elementary school. I don't know, she have some wisdom in her because she was saying things that is like God graved into my, I don't know, my soul. Yes, or my soul really waked up for it because got so excited when I saw her hear that kind of things what she was saying. But she said it to me, be patient because patience bring you all the beautiful things. People beautiful and people have things. And yeah, now I'm watching it differently sometime, you know. Um, but that time, you know, when I was that young, that's what I needed to hear. So that's how I same thing. I just go into talk here sometime, and then because sometimes some people just mean to hear one word or one sentence, and that's it. And I hopefully the person gonna hear that, and they're gonna be so happy and excited and start uh, pulling that beautiful soul or person, you know, a soul start pulling you, so pulling your human body to, oh, do this or do that because, oh, that's, and then just go with that because when you feel that excitement and no doubts and no fear and things, that's the right things to do, you know. And when the fear comes, you tell a fear, I say, you know, just go back to sleep because you're gonna see, you're gonna be amazing things, you're gonna love it. So you don't need to be upset about that. You know, but you have to be wise. You have to have a wisdom for it, for know when you talk to your fear that way. But to do that, we're gonna have to heal our root chakra. So I gonna saying right now for have a magical day or night, whatever you are and whatever time is that, sending a lot of blessing and easy flow in your life, whatever you need them. And find some kind of nice deep smoothing sound like this, and listen and focus on your root chakra and start imagining your root chakra is start vibrating and start moving like a wheel, because that's what we need to do. So eat healthy and drink your minerals. I'm not gonna tell you drink your water, because you should put minerals in your water because this water is not have minerals in that, and your root chakra need those kind of very healthy, nourishing food. Cut of sugar, that's a number one. So I guess next time, if I remember, I continue here if you're interested. I'm not sure. I'm just here for trying to I don't even know how I say this because I want to be like Buddha. When the first time I see Buddha, I want to be just like him. Oh, it's come to from my heart. So like this. So, and now I want that fear towards to every person I meet. I want to have that spontaneous love, just spontaneously come up and give you blessings. And so I'm sending love and blessings, and enjoy.